finally, it took a little while to get here, but it's here. Flesh and Blood, Unlimited. This is not a first edition box. Welcome to Rathe. Yep, this is going to be my first time opening a Flesh and Blood product. It's still a little hard to get. You can't find this stuff in most big box stores. You have to usually go to your local game stores or order online to get it. I'm a little bummed because the packaging is a little banged up. As you can see, it's a little torn here too. Yeah, this thing actually got lost on its way to me, so I had to wait a little bit longer to get it. But here it is. Hopefully the cards inside are fine. I don't know the values on any of these. I do know the comments sell pretty well. So we're going to crack this open, all 24 packs, and see what the big deal is. Because this is one of those games that it's been around a couple of years now, and at first I didn't really bite on it because I wanted to kind of see where it would go, and for a while people weren't really sure, but it seems like it's got some staying power now. One of the latest tournaments they had, big tournaments they had over 1,000 entrants, so that's good. You want the game to grow. Man, they really did beat this box up. Yeah, unfortunately the person who sent this to me did not put it in a box to protect it, so it's a good thing I was going to open this thing, because I can tell you right now, if I tried to resell this box at some point, nobody would take it. Yeah. Alright, let's crack this open if I can. There we are. Welcome to Rathe. That's cool. I like the art there on the front. Oh, it changes. Okay, you get different various arts. Got a little serial number there. Not sure what that's for. Let's see, how does it look as a little box there? That's okay. Not bad. Okay, so let's pull these packs out of here. And then we'll ditch the box. And yeah, here we go. 24 packs. Welcome to Rathe. I don't know what the values are. Now, of course, there are no cold foils in Unlimited, so we're just going to have to see what else we get. Oh, wow. Okay, these packs open weird. Again, this is the first time I've ever opened these, so this is going to be a first for both of us. Katsu. No idea if he's any good. Oh, that's the token. Okay, this is upside down. Well, there we go. Hey, we learned something already. Okay, so I guess that's the token, so we'll put you over here. And we got Flock of the Featherwalkers, Raging Onslaught. Let's see, comments. Yeah, you can tell down here in the bottom. I don't know if you can see it too clearly. See, that says C for common. So that's how we know these are common. Winning Blow, Sink Below, Bark Bone Strapping. Our first rare is Snatch. Again, I don't know if that's any good. Second rare is Blackout Kick. And then, hey, look at that, we got a foil rare. So we got 3 rares in this pack. That's actually really, really nice. So our foil rare is a Disable. And the foiling on these are very light. They're not like super out there. That's nice. And then we got for common Savage Swing, Head Jab, Crush Confidence, Stroke of Foresight, Awakening Bellow, Rising Knee Thrust, and Debilitate. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, there you go. For those of you who've never opened this stuff along with me, yeah, you can get multiple rares, or you can get up to like 3 rares in a pack. So that was a pretty good pack, I guess, rare-wise. Let's keep this thing going here. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video in case you were wondering, because I do want to take my time opening these. Alright, Barraging Brawnhide. Scar for a Scar. Wounded Bull. Unmovable. And for those wondering, the card quality is actually pretty decent. Feels alright. Yeah. It's a little thin. It feels a little thinner than Magic the Gathering cards. But it's okay. It's not bad. Breaking Scales. Here's our first rare, Steelblade Shunt. Second rare, Barraging Beatdown. And we have a foil common, Cartilage Crush. Put you over here with our foils. And Driving Blade. Pack Hunt. Head Jab. Did I get 2 Head Jabs in the same pack? I think I did. I know you can actually do that. You can actually get multiples of the same card Look, yeah, see, there's another Cartilage Crush. Of course, that's non-foil. Stroke of Foresight. Awakening Bellow. Knee Thrust. And Dawn Blade for our token. Very nice looking. And again, don't know if you can really tell, but the card quality, it's okay. Like I said, the paper feels a little, just ever so slightly thinner than Magic the Gathering. But it feels okay. It's fine. It's acceptable. All right, here we go. Pack number 3. We will start to go a little bit faster as I get through the packs. Oh, wow, this one's a little harder to open. Okay, there we go. All right, here, Demolition Crew. That's silly. Regurgitating Slog. Wounding Blow. Slogism. Hope Merchant's Hood. Staunch Response for our rare. And hey, look at that. Is that a super rare? I think that's what it says there. That's an S. Is that what the S stands for? Remembrance. And then for our foil, we have a Whelming Gust Wave, just a common. Stonewall Confidence. Dragon Blade. Smash Instinct. Oh, wow, that art. Smash Instinct. Open the Center. Crush Confidence. Again. Biting Blade. Primordial Bellow, and another Dawn Blade. Now, one other thing I want to mention is, again, if you're not familiar with how these work, I do know a little bit about the game, but not a ton. But from what I understand, some of these have different casting costs. You can see the casting costs there up top. And so it's possible to get one of these cards with different casting costs. So that's why you sometimes see what looks like duplicates in a pack, but they're really not, because they are slightly different as far as casting cost goes. At least that's how I understand it. That's how it was explained to me. Come on. I think I'm going to move my rares down over here because I keep having to reach across. A little bit better there. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, let me move these over here real quick. Go here. I guess you can stay there. What do we got here? Pummel. Scar for Scar. Razor Reflex. Nibbleism. Iron Rock Gauntlet. Fluster Fist for our rare. Staunch Response for second rare. And Iron Rock Gauntlet for the foil. That's just a common. Whelming Gust Wave. Debilitate. Driving Blade. Smash Instinct. In the center. Cartilage Crush. And Quicken for our token. Yep, we're going to start rolling right through these here now, since we kind of already know what the pack layout is here. Battleskate, Blow, Sink Below, Flock of Featherwalkers, Barkbone, Sigil of Solace for our rare. Shoot over there. Breakneck Battery for a second. And we got a foil rare, Snatch. Very nice. Bellow, Knee Thrust, Confidence, Blade, Instinct, in the center, Crush Confidence, and Reinhar. Or Rinhar. Rinhar. And Dorinthia. Yep. Dorinthia is basically the waifu of the game, I think, from what I understand. Everybody's like, yay, we love Dorinthia! I mean, really, it actually is really nice artwork. Dorinthia is this one. That's her. Alright, Slog, Reflex, Nimbleism, Crew, Scalers, Flick Flack for our rare, Energy Potion for a second rare, and Pummel for our foil, Blade, Bellow, Gust Wave, Debilitate, Driving, yeah. See, as you can see, there's a lot of this, it looks like a lot of the same card, but they're actually a little different. Oh, wow. That's some different artwork. Rinhar, Reckless Rampage, and then just regular Rinhar. Alright. So we've only gotten one super rare. I believe, I don't know for certain, correct me if I'm wrong, if you all know anything about the game. Oh wow, that has a little damage on it. But can you actually get, I believe they're Fableds, or I know there's Majestic Rare that has the little M at the bottom, but I think there's Fabled Rares too. There's our regular rare. Another Energy Potion, Razor Reflex for our foil. But yeah, I heard there's Majestics, which are basically the Magic the Gathering equivalent of Mythics. And then there's Fabled, I think it's Fabled Rare, something like that. I don't know if Fableds come in unlimited. I know the cold foiled ones those are only in first edition. So we're not going to see any cold foils here, in case you were unaware. But yeah, cold foils only in first edition. That's why they're so expensive, because those cold foils, man, come on, listen. Those cold foils, some of them can get very, very expensive, like in the $1,000 range. Scar, Blow, Nimble Strike, Fluster Fist, Alpha Rampage. Oh, there we go. There's the Majestic. You can see the little M there at the bottom. So there we go. Yeah, Alpha Rampage for our Majestic. Nimble Strike for common foil. And we'll just start going right through these, blah, 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 clicking. So yeah. And again, I don't really know what some of the values are in some of these cards. But I was looking over, like I said, the commons. Oh, this doesn't have a token in it. Okay. Yeah, this one doesn't have a token. I guess they don't all have to have tokens, do they? Let me see. We've gotten all tokens, right? Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we can see what it is. There we go. Cracked Bauble. So it is a token, but it just isn't double-sided. Okay, we'll put you over there. But I was checking out the values of the commons, and it looks like the values, even for unlimited commons, Savage Feast, are holding up really well. Warrior's Valor, and Blessing of Deliverance for our foil rare. Leg Tap, Biting Blade, Strike, Emerging Power. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Nature's Path Pilgrimage. But yeah, even the commons are holding up fairly well. It's not like Magic the Gathering, where a set releases and suddenly the commons are like a penny each, which for someone like me, that's not good. Because you want to take the cards, open them up, share them with you guys, and then I want to, try and resell them. But if I'm only getting a penny for a card, it's hardly worth even putting up there. But these, I believe, are holding a little bit better than that. I've seen them averaging about 7 to 12 cents average. So it's a little bit better than Magic the Gathering. We're going to have to start second stack here. Blackout Kick for our rare. And look at that, Majestic again, Ancestral Empowerment. Very nice. And Razor Reflex for the common foil. Biting Blade, Blow, Strike, Emerging Power, Head Jab, and Katsu. Bravo. That guy's funny. But yeah, the values of the cards seem to be a little bit steadier. Whereas, like I said, Magic the Gathering, a majority of the commons are going to be like 1 cent, 2 cents, maybe a few that are a little higher. These seem to be more on par with like values of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because usually when you get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Set that comes out, the commons usually hold some value. Potion of Strength for a rare. Disable for rare. Sink Below for our foil. But again, like I said, with Magic the Gathering, I like opening Magic the Gathering, I really do. But the fact is that there's just not a lot of value in the commons when it comes to newer sets. Now, over the years, yeah, the commons do start to go up in value. But right when a set comes out, or if the set's still fairly new, if it's basically still in the current block, then yeah, they're the values are very, very, very small. Breakneck Battery. Steel Blade Supremacy for the Mythic. Oh, I'm sorry, Mythic. Majestic. I'm sorry. That's a nice looking card, though. Is that Dorinthia? No idea. And then we've got Scar for Scar. But yeah, the values was a big reason why I kind of held back and didn't put a whole bunch of money in Flesh and Blood. I probably should have. Of course, hindsight's 20/20. That's just how it is with some of these games. Because yeah, if you've not been around the card game or trading card game business for a while like I have, there have been a lot of games, and I mean a lot, that have come out, they've done okay, and then suddenly just like that, they're gone. They just stop getting any sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Push. Staunch Response, Blessing of Deliverance, and Blackout Kick for the rare foil. Yeah, certain games that I know that I thought were actually pretty good that just died. The World of Warcraft game. Now I'm not talking about Hearthstone. I'm talking about what came before Hearthstone, the World of Warcraft TCG. If you've never heard of it, it actually was around for a little while. But if you've never heard of it, go check it out online. In fact, I still sell some of those cards. And they still sell fairly well. I get like 4 or 5 sales of that stuff a week. Staunch Response, Blessing of Deliverance, or Power for the foil rare. Yeah, I still get plenty of people who buy that stuff. Oh, that's cool. Showstopper. That's silly. So yeah, even though the game itself may be dead, as you know, no more cards are being produced, there are still people who play. Another card game which I don't have a way to really sell the cards effectively is Versus System. Marvel vs. DC from back in the mid-2000s. Again, it was a fun game, but they just decided they wanted to do away with it. And it was pretty sad, too, because they did away with it right when all the Marvel movies and stuff started coming out. Rare there. And hey, super rare, Gen C release? I think that's how it said. And oh my gosh, look at that. That is an L. Is that legendary? Scab Skin Leathers. It's a legendary foil. Wow, that's beautiful looking. Yeah, look at that. It's got the L there. Okay. Very nice. I don't know what this is worth. It's a foil, so I imagine it's got some decent value. Wow, that's really nice looking. Great. All right. Anyway, yeah, this is a great way to throw me off of what I was talking about. But anyways, yeah, lots of games out there that were around for a little bit and then they just died. And plus, there always seems to be some sentiment out there with a lot of people who are just like, oh, it's a cash grab. They're just trying to make some money and then they're gonna stop supporting the game. And unfortunately, that does happen sometimes. It's not every time though. In fact, I've been getting a lot of pushback like that. Flick flack. That's delayed shunt. Open the center. I've been getting a lot of pushback like that with people online, and that's actually very common. Unfortunately, there's a lot of naysayers out there. But again, that's why I held back on buying any of the Flesh and Blood stuff, because I wanted to see how it was going to play out. Because any game can come out and be like this hot commodity for the first 6 months or even a year out of the gate, and then suddenly it just dies. That happens sometimes. With some of these games, and some of them, the ones that I'm thinking of right now, are like some of the Dragon Ball games. Like, I know there's a current Dragon Ball game out there right now. Flick Flack. Oh, Time Snap Potion. And Brawn Hide for, yeah. There's some old, gosh, what was I saying? And there are some old Dragon Ball games that they were around for a little bit, couple years, and then they just died, and they stopped supporting them. There's one out there right now, and I hope that game doesn't go down that same path, but you never know, it might. So I think that's why people are kind of, upside down, are kind of naysayers when it comes to some of these games, because that has happened several times, where a game will come out, Warrior's Valor, Forge for, oh wow, super rare, Forge for War, Stonewall Confidence, where a game will come out, and then suddenly people will stop, either the game will just, people will lose interest, or the company will just stop supporting it. And it stinks because there's always, with any game out there, there's always at least a handful of people that really do like the game and really enjoy it. And then suddenly when your game is gone, like that's kind of how I felt when Versus System went away. I was like, oh man, that's such a fun game, And what made it worse for me, or power, disable. What made it worse for me is I've got thousands and thousands of Versus cards still that I can't really get rid of them. Like I said, I have no real avenue to sell them. There's TCG Player, but TCG Player does not actually support Versus System in their store. Thankfully, they still support World of Warcraft TCG, which is why I'm able to sell those pretty easy. But I imagine there's probably still a handful of people out there who play Versus System and still buy the cards if they can find them. But it's not the easiest place, TCG just doesn't support it. TCG Player, Blessing of Deliverance, Breakneck Battery, and Barkbone's Dragon. So yeah, if I had a way that I could sell some of these Versus cards, I would definitely do it. Because like I said, I sell World of Warcraft still, and those cards actually sell, like I said, they sell pretty well. And they sell for decent amounts. It's not like I'm fire selling these things. It's not like they go for a penny each. Like even commons sell for about 25 cents each. And you may think, oh, well, that's not a ton of money, but believe me, in the card game industry, oh yeah. Commons like that for a dead game, selling for a quarter or more, that's actually really good. Still Blade Shunt, Blackout Kick Rare, and Smash Instinct. Oh, cool, that looks even nicer in foil. But yeah, it's interesting how many people still collect those cards. Now, of course, it doesn't hurt to have the World of Warcraft video game still around, which still, you know, sheds light on it. So I imagine some of the people that I sell to are probably like, oh wow, I never knew there was a card game. Let me buy some of these. And so they do, and that's fine. But yeah, I still imagine there's still a handful of players out there who still enjoy the game. Savage Feast, Snatch, and Wreck-A Romp. So yeah, still sell the World of Warcraft TCG. Can't sell Versus. I think I may eventually, only 2 packs left. I think I may eventually just start putting stuff on eBay. I really don't want to sell on eBay though. I just don't really care for the way they do business. I just don't like it. Scar for Scar. Let's get back to thinking about this set here. Okay, Blackout Kick for our rare, Snatch, and Helm of Ice and Speak. I know that's just a common, but the foiling looks really nice. Very nice there. Cartilage Crush. And Dawnblade. Last pack. Again, I think we've gotten a few good cards. I don't know what the values are here, but I'll have to check online, see what to possibly get for these. But this is actually, like I said, let's actually just finish in this pack, and then I'll give you final thoughts. Breaking Scales. Really, another Steel Blade Shunt. Pounding Gale for the super rare. And Leg Tap for our foil. And nothing else really special in these. Okay. Final thoughts. The game seems like it's doing really well. The card quality, like I said, is pretty decent. I mean, I would like the cards to be a little bit thicker. See, the foil ones do feel a bit thicker. That's because, you know, they're foil cards. But it would be nice if they were a little bit thicker, even for just the regular cards. I don't know if they did that just, you know, to save a little money or what. But, I mean, it feels fine. It feels okay. I'm not going to fault them on that. The art is really, really good. Like, look at some of this. Look at this thing. This thing is insane looking. Come on, focus, camera. There we go. That artwork is insane. In fact, the game itself is listed as 16 plus. So it's definitely geared toward more of an adult crowd. It's not necessarily meant for, you know, the Pokemon players, or the younger Pokemon players, I should say. Here's that, I guess, legendary again. Let me pull out my rares here. The rare foils, I mean. How many rare foils did we get? So rare foils, we've got, how many did we get here? 1, 2, we got 5 rare foils, and then we got a foil legendary, I guess that's what the L is. And then of course this is all Majestics, rares, and super rares. So yeah, 15 cards per pack. You get plenty of cards, even in a 24-pack box. Yeah, I like the quality. I think it's a neat looking game. I have no idea how to play it, but yeah, I'm going to put these on my store, see how they sell. If they sell fairly well, I'll probably get a few more boxes. You know, that's why I got just the 1 box of this particular set, which is the first set of the game. Because again, before you get into anything like this, you always want to kind of just, you know, have a little feeling out process, see how it goes. But I've got a good feeling because TCG Player is big time behind this game. They're really pushing the cards. From what I understand, the card design and the card, basically the game itself is actually designed really, really well. So yeah, here's to hoping that they do as good as they hope they can do. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Again, all this stuff is going to be going up on my card store. Link is going to be down in the description. Subscribe, all that other YouTuber stuff, and I will see you all later.